Broncos rookie Drew Lock of Mizzou got his first start of the season after coming off the IR with a hand sprain earlier in the year.
Mhm.
He won his first NFL start against the Chargers with a 23-20 dub. He put up decent numbers, 18 for 28, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He also led a game-winning drive to, and well, it was a really short drive for being honest. The Chargers just really outcharged themselves because it was 14
Every
seconds
week.
left in the game. The Chargers just drove down the field, kicked a field goal to tie it 20. 14 seconds on the clock. The Broncos were, their offensive coordinator, Scangarello, wanted to take a knee and send it to overtime. But Big Dick Vic Fangio overruled his bitch ass and said, nah, dog, we're taking a shot down the field, which is what they did. The ball ended up around like the 40-yard line, and they drew the one thing you can't do with 14 seconds left. They drew a pass interference penalty, put the ball like
Ouch.
on the 35. Then yeah, Brad McManus split the gooch for the Dubsky as time ran out. It was perfect,
Yeah, that's perfect right there. That's as good as it gets.
right? He had promise. He has arm. He's athletic. He's mobile, and it's just decision making at this point and getting comfortable with his offense. And
Oh, most
obviously,
definitely.
both of his touchdowns went to Cortland Sutton. The first touchdown pass that he caught was a one-handed as he was falling down in the end zone. And just everyone, Cortland Sutton is a Pro Bowler. Watch out for him. He is going to
Oh yeah,
be he's
definitely.
going to be one of the next star wide receivers in the league,
He's gonna
guaranteed.
be somebody to watch next season.
Of course, there's no bias in that whatsoever.
Not at all.
Second story, man. The Jets took away it. They took away everything from NFL fans. Because of them, there is not going to be an 0-16 team again this year.
It was really looking like there was going to be one. It was. I was
Fuck you, New York.
really thinking there was going to be one this
Fuck
year.
you, man. Why did you guys have to take that away from us? We as fans, we deserve an 0-16 team.
Exactly. And I thought it was going to be the Redskins or the Dolphins or the Bengals. But no, the Jets had to come in and ruin the season for everybody with only, like, what, 3 weeks left?
4.
I think it's 3. 4?
3.
4 weeks left.
14, 15. Yeah, 4 weeks. 4 games. Fuck. That's a shame. Season already come to an end. But it wasn't a
Yeah.
close game either. Andy Dalton made his return because that rookie that they started over him sucked dick. So they brought him back, and they won convincingly 22-6 in Cincinnati, and that's embarrassing, man. Come on
Yep.
now.
That's
Adam
embarrassing.
Gase is probably the worst coach in the league right now.
Yeah. They have Le'Veon, and they're not using him right.
If we're talking about coaches, right now, I think Mike Tomlin is the most underrated coach of the year. But he's drawn to a 4th-string quarterback. They lost Le'Veon, lost AB, and they're still in the playoff race.
Still in the playoff race. I don't know how you do it.
Mike
but
Tomlin is consistently good, and he might be one
Congrats.
of the most underrated, less talked about coaches in the league. Honestly, he's really good.
Definitely.
But John Harbaugh, probably coach of the year, just for totally changing around the offense and having the best team in the league right now.
Yeah, pretty much. He just showed old school football works. If you just run it, hit somebody, like Marshawn Lynch said, if you hit some motherfucker in the face over and over and over and over and over and over and over and
We get
over.
it. Yes, we get it. Thank you, Jalen.
I know. I was quoting. I had to quote. I'm pretty sure that's how many times he said over.
Also, I will put it past him.
But yeah, if you keep doing that, they don't get out the way.
Mhm.
And they're not going to do it no more. And that's exactly what Baltimore's done to teams this year.
Yep. They just slice and dice all the way down the field. Third story is that after a very dog shit performance for the Jaguars this weekend, Nick Foles has been benched, and the young prophet Gardner Minshew is returning to start the rest of the
The
season.
return is here.
Bring it, Minshew
But for
Mania
some
is
reason-
back, bitches.
Yeah, for some reason, the Jags said they're not going to move on from Foles and they're going to keep his contract for next
80,
season.
all
I'm not
$88 million
100% sure.
of that contract.
It wasn't a good contract in the first place, but you
No,
know,
but Nick Foles played like shit. And, he played one half, 7 for 14, 93 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. After Minshew took over after halftime, he went 16 for 27, 147 yards, touchdown, and an interception. And they actually scored all 11 points with him. They still suck dick, and they gave up. You gotta look at their defense too, because their defense gave up 28 points to the Bucs. Come on now,
and a Jameis Winston who gives out Christmas presents year round.
famous Jameis turnovers, right there in his
I
bakery.
love it. Delicious.
Yep. In head coaching news now, Ron Rivera, former head coach of the Carolina Panthers, that has been fired. Jalen, what do you think about this? I think it was. I think it was coming.
Yeah, I mean, I think it wasn't more of this season itself. I think it was more of the fact that they've kind of just been inconsistent over the last couple of years.
Mhm.
And at this point, they're kind of just like, let's see what we have. And so they decided to let him go.
Ever since Cam Newton didn't die for the ball in Super Bowl 50, they've sucked dick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
it's pretty much exactly what's happened.
Change of the era in Panthers in Carolina, because the Riverboat, Ron Rivera, is not going to be there next year, and neither is Cam Newton.
Nope.
So it's
both of them
change
be
of the
gone.
tide there in Carolina.
It's a change
you
of
want
a
to
guard.
You want to know what I'm thinking right now? Ron Rivera
Go
fired.
ahead.
Jason Garrett fired. Ron Rivera,
Ooh.
new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Calling it now.
Definitely a possibility.
calling
Me
it.
as a Cardinals fan, I'm kind of hoping that he kind of gets the job as the Cardinals defensive coordinator
Do you
and
think
replaces Vance
he moves
Joseph.
down from a head coach to a defensive coordinator?
I mean, it happens all the time. I think he does it for like a season or two, and then he goes back for a head coaching job.
Gotta get his mojo
I
back.
just yeah, you got to get the mojo back. I feel like teams right now, yeah, you might want to take a chance on him, but there's also, I think, in my opinion, if they fire Jason Garrett, they're gonna go with Mike McCarthy.
Oh.
Because I think Mike McCarthy has more of what they're used to,
Okay.
and I feel like it won't be as big as a change if they go with Mike McCarthy.
Hey, yep. So my prediction: Ron Rivera, next head coach of the Cowboys next year, and Cam Newton, when he's on the Panthers next year, is going to be on the Chicago Bears. There you go.
Most likely.
That's
Chicago
my guess
Bears.
right there.